Otto cycle. Now, ang nag-develop ng Otto cycle is si Nicholas August Otto. Okay, yung process involved sa kanya, pinaliwanag natin sabi-sabi. So, 2 isentropic, 2 volumetric process or isometric process. Now, another term sa Otto cycle, pwede siyang tawagin na SI engine. Ibig sabihin ng SI engine, SI, spark ignition. So, once mabasa niyo yung term na SI, Otto cycle kagad yun. Okay, pwede rin siyang tawagin na gasoline engine. Okay, or pwede rin tawagin na petrol engine. So, madaming term na pwedeng i-represent for an Otto cycle. So, in a petrol engine, the combustion process of air, fuel mixture, is ignited by a spark from a spark plug. So, hindi tayo magkakaroon ng combustion without the spark plug. So, ang ignition natin galing sa spark plug. Kaya ang tawag, spark ignition engine. So, this is yung introduction sa Otto cycle. Now, para makapag-solve, ang guide natin parate is the diagram. For an internal combustion engine, ang guide natin is PV diagram lang. So, sapat na yung PV. So, PV diagram tayo. Sa Carnot cycle, ang mahalaga doon, TS tsaka PV diagram. Pero sa Otto cycle, kahit PV diagram na lang. So, gawa tayo ng diagram. 1 to 2 is isentropic, PV raised to K, equivalent sa C, isentropic, isometric, okay, isentropic, and then isometric. So, ganito yung figure natin pag PV diagram. Okay, 1 to 2, that is isentropic, lumiliit volume, compression. 2 to 3, dito papasok yung init. Okay, heat addition, this is constant volume. So, this is isometric heat addition. Okay, 3 to 4 is isentropic, lumalaki volume, expansion. And then 4 to 1, dito lalabas yung init. So, isometric, constant volume, heat rejection. So, yan yung process for an Otto cycle. Now, same formula tayo. Efficiency output over input, work net over QA, 1 minus QR over QA. So, general formula. Paano makuha yung Q kapag Otto cycle? Tingnan yung process. Yung process natin ng heat addition, constant volume. At ang formula ng Q pag constant volume is mCV delta T. Be specific na kagad sa temperature difference, T3 minus T2. So, mCV T3 minus T2. Pag QR naman, same analysis, constant volume ito. So, mCV, temperature difference, T4 minus T1. Now, yung CV is constant. So, ano ba CV ng air? Okay, memorize. That should be 0.7186 pag SI. Pag English naman, 0.8171. So, i-memorize yung mga constant. Now, para makakuha ng power, ang formula lang natin doon, mass flow rate multiply sa work net na specific. So, pag sinabing specific, per kilogram or per pound. For example, gusto mo makuha yung QA tsaka QR na specific, i-assume mo yung mass to be 1. Pag ginawa ko tong 1, ang lalabas dito is specific QA tsaka specific QR. So again, pag yung mass is 1 or per kilogram per pound, sagot is specific. Now, continue natin. Now, another formula ng work net is PMF multiplies sa VD. Inaliwanag natin yung VD, that is maximum volume minus minimum volume. In the drawing, makikita nyo naman ang maximum volume V1, ang minimum volume V2. Since equal volume naman yan, pwede ring V4 minus V3. Okay, by observation, ang maximum temperature in the cycle is T3 at ang minimum temperature in the cycle is T1. Now, yung part na ito yung tinatawag ng volume displaced. Tapos yung volume dito, yan yung tinatawag na clearance volume. So, kung tatanungin tayo ng clearance volume, ang formula niya, C i-multiply sa VD. So, C is the percent clearance. Now, meron tayong term na ginagamit, compression ratio. So, that is ratio ng dalawang volume. Again, yung compression ratio greater than 1. So, malaking volume over maliit na volume. So, tingnan nyo lang sa diagram. So, malaking volume V1, maliit na volume V2. So, pwede siyang V1 over V2. Since isometric yan, itong dalawa na yan, so pwede ring V4 over V3. So, that is the definition ng RK. Again, ang symbol ng compression ratio, RK. Next. Elaborate ko yung mga formula. Pag gusto mong makuha si V1, ito kasi si 0.1, that is clearance volume plus volume displaced. Pag gusto mong makuha si V2, that is simply clearance volume. So, pwede ko ito i-substitute dito. So, ang V1 is VC plus VD, ang V2 is VC. So, substitution dito. So, pag sinubstitute natin dyan, tapos i-simplify mo, magiging 1 plus VD over VC. Again, ang formula natin ng VC, clearance volume, is CVD. So, pwedeng cancelin yung VD. Tapos, pag sinimplify mo ito, lumalabas, ang C, or clearance, is always 1 over RK minus 1. So, bottom line, pag may binigay na clearance, automatic merong RK, or vice versa. So, paki-memorize yung formula na yan, so that is very important. So, these are concept and principle for auto cycle. So, ang kulang na lang, problem solving. So, let's try to solve problems. At the beginning of the compression stroke of an ideal auto cycle, it has an air pressure na 15 psi, a temperature of 75 Fahrenheit, and a specific volume na 13.2 feet cube per pound. At the end of the compression, the specific volume is 1.76 feet cube per pound. The heat supply to the cycle is 352 BTU per pound. Calculate the following. So, obviously, ang given is beginning. So, nagbigay ng beginning ng compression. Okay? So, beginning ng compression. Tapos, ang meron dito is 15 PSI. Since beginning nga yan, so ibig sabihin yung 15, this is our P1. Yung temperature na to, ito yung T1. And then, this is specific volume ha, specific volume. So, small v yung representation, specific volume 1. At the end of the compression, binigay yung specific volume 2. So, specific volume 2. And then, meron tayong heat supply. Ang unit niya per pound. So, ibig sabihin, specific heat ito, QA. Now, we try to solve the following. Una, ang tinatanong is compression ratio. Ang symbol natin doon is RK. Highest temperature ng cycle is at 0.3. So, T3 and P3. The temperature after the expansion, so that should be T4 and P4. The heat rejected, since wala nang binigay na mass, yung heat rejected dito is specific. Work net. Efficiency ng cycle. And then, tinatanong power. If ang ating mass flow rate is 0.5 pound per second. Ang unit ng power na dapat nating ma-solve, HP. So, these are the given and then the required. So, para sagutan yung problem, magsimula kayo sa PV diagram. You draw the PV diagram ng ideal auto cycle. Isulat nyo yung mga given correctly. Then, tsaka natin to sagutan. Okay, so kailangan natin i-drawing yung PV diagram para magkaroon tayo ng guide. So, again, hopefully kabisado natin yung mga PV diagram ng mga cycle. So, this is for an auto cycle. So, given sa atin yung P1, yung temperature 1, ginawa ko na siyang absolute. Okay, kasi yung solution natin parating absolute yung temperature doon. So, 75 plus 460 is 535. Specific volume 1, specific volume 2, QA. And then, sagutan natin yung mga requirement. Okay, una, kunin natin yung compression ratio. Again, ang formula lang ng compression ratio is ratio ng maximum volume over the minimum volume. So kita naman, this is maximum volume, ito yung minimum volume. So yung RK natin is specific volume 1 over specific volume 2. Pwede rin capital V ang gamitin ay actual volume kung sakaling given. Pero kung hindi given yon, pwede ratio ng specific volume. So substitution, okay, so we have 13.2. Hindi ko na ilalagay yung units, magka-cancel out lang naman yon. And then 1.76. So use our calculator, makuha na natin yung RK. So ratio lang yan ng maximum volume 13.2 over minimum volume na 1.76. So ang compression ratio is 7.5. So RK is 7.5. Okay, next. How about T3? Paano makuha yung temperature 3? Now, para makuha yung temperature 3, gamitin natin yung QA. So, formula natin ng QA is this. QA, nangyari yan sa constant volume. So, this is mCV delta T. Ang delta T natin dyan is T3 minus T2. Since ang given na QA is specific, ibig sabihin nun, yung mass na gagamitin should be 1. Kasi specific heat yung binigay. So, this must be 1. Okay, analyze. QA is given, CV is constant, nawawala yung T3, so kailangan masolve mo muna yung T2. Now, paano makuha yung T2? Process 1 to 2. Kasi meron tayong temperature 1, gusto mo makuha yung temperature 2, process 1 to 2. So, punta muna tayo sa process 1 to 2. Okay, yung process 1 to 2 is isentropic. So, pwede tayo mag-TVIC. So, T, V, IC. TVIC. So, pwedeng 1, 2, 1, 2. Yung subscript, pwedeng 2, 1, 2, 1. Depende sa inyo. Now, gusto ko siyang gamitan ng 1, 2, 1, 2. So, 1, 2, 1, 2. Kaya lang, if you notice, yung ibig sabihin ng V1 over V2, yan yung definition ng RK. So, yung part na ito, pwede mo itong i-simplify as RK. So, pwede pala isulat yung formula na T1 over T2 is equivalent sa RK raised to 1 minus K. Pwede nyo ito kabisaduhin, kung lagi kayo magsasolve, paulit-ulit naman yan. So substitution tayo. We have T1 na 535. We don't know T2. Then we have RK na solve na 7.5. 1 minus ang K ng air 1.4. Shift solve, makuha natin yung T2 dito. Calculator. 535 alpha x equivalent sa 7.5 raised to 1 minus 1.4. Shift solve, makuha natin yung temperature 2. So that is 1197.78. Rankine. Now, since meron na tayong T2, finally, makuha na rin natin yung temperature 3. Okay, so substitution tayo dito. Balik na tayo sa original formula na yan. QA is given 352. Okay, yung mass is 1. Ang CV ng air, constant yan, that is 0.171. Okay, this is T3 minus T2 na 1197.78. Okay, shift solve, makuha na rin natin yung temperature 3. 352 equivalent sa 0.171 A unknown alpha x minus 1197.78. Shift solve, makuha na natin yung temperature 3. So, ang temperature 3 is 3256 Fahrenheit. So, 3256 Fahrenheit, approximately. So, nakakadalawa na tayong problem. Now, paano naman makuha yung last na P3? Now, since gusto nating makuha yung P3, tapos meron na tayong temperature 3, pwede na tayo mag-PBRT na lang. So, yung ginagamit natin sa Carnot cycle kanina, kasi specific volume yung tinatanong. So, using PBRT, makuha natin yung P3. So, this is P3, V3, T3. Kaya lang, paano makukuha yung V3? So, meron na tayong temperature 3, yes. Yung R is constant. Yung specific volume 3, kung titingnan nyo yung diagram, isometric yan. So, ibig sabihin, yung volume 3 pareha sa volume 2. So, itong specific volume 3, that is also V2. So, meron din tayong data. Ang nawawala lang yung V3. By the way, this is English units. Sana familiar tayo pag nagsisolve ng English units. So, P3, assuming this is PSI, kung PSI ito, kailangan meron tayong converting factor. Ano yung converting factor natin ng PSI papuntang PSF? Sana nagagamit natin siya madalas. So, meron tayong converting factor na 144. So, naituro na yan sa thermodynamics na kapag meron kang PSI, tapos gagawin mong PSF, i-multiply mo ng 144. So, this is simply a converting factor. And then, you have V3. V3 is equivalent sa V2, 1.76. Ang R ng air sa English is 53.34. Sana kabisado yung mga constant. And then, yung temperature 3 is 3256. So, shift solve, finally, makuha natin yung P3. Ang unit niya, PSF, or PSI rather. Kasi andi dito na yung conversion na 144. So, this is unknown. Yung 144 is conversion lang. This is 1.76. Equivalent sa 53.34. Multiply sa 3256. Shift solve, makuha natin yung pressure 3. So, ang pressure 3 natin is 685. So, 685 PSI absolute. Kung hindi kayo maglalagay ng conversion factor dito, kunyari hindi kayo naglagay ng 144, ang makukuha nyo sagot, PSF. Tapos yung PSF, gagawin yung PSI, then magiging 685. So, nilalagyan ko na ng conversion factor dito para automatic PSI yung makukuha ang sagot. So, this is compression ratio, maximum temperature, maximum pressure. Okay, next. Okay, sagutan naman natin yung properties sa point 4. So, we are already done sa point 3. Now, para makuha natin yung T4, since meron na tayong temperature 3, tingnan nyo na rin yung process 3 to 4. By observation, yung process 3 to 4 is isentropic. Now, since isentropic yan, pwede kayong mag-TP kick. Or TV kick. Alin sa dalawa. So, mag-temperature volume na lang tayo. So, T, V, ik. So, TV ik. Pwedeng 3-4-3-4 or kaya 4-3-4-3. Now, ang diskarte ko, gagawin kong 4-3-4-3. So, 4-3-4-3. Sir, bakit 4-3-4-3? Kasi if you remember yung definition ng RK, malaking volume over maliit na volume. So, pwede siyang V1 over V2. Pwede rin siyang V4 over V3. So, mathematically speaking, yung part na ito, this is also RK. So, meron tayong temperature 3. meron tayong RK, K is constant, then makuha natin yung T4. So, ganun yung mga diskarte. Okay, so sagutan natin. So, T4 is unknown. T3 is 3256. RK is 7.5. A raised to 1 minus 1.4. Shift solve, makuha natin yung temperature 4. So, T4 over 3256 equivalent sa 7.5 raised to 1 minus 1.4. Shift solve, then ang temperature 4 should be 1454. So 1454 Rankine. Okay, next. Now, gusto ko namang makuha yung P4. Para makuha natin yung P4, pwede tayo mag-PBRT na lang para dyan. So, apply natin yung PBRT. So, you have P, V, R, T. So, 0.4. So, P4, B4, tsaka T4. So, T4, na-solve na natin. R is constant. Now, yung B4, kung titingnan nyo mabuti yung ating PB diagram, isometric yan, yung B4 equals sa V1. So, pwede itong palitan ng V1. So, meron din tayong data dyan. And then, yung nawawala lang yung P4. So, kunin na natin. So, P4, okay, ang assumption ko sa P4 is PSI. So, maglalagay lang ako ng converting factor na 144. Pag hindi kayo maglalagay ng 144, ang lalabas na sagot, PSF. Tapos, i-convert nyo papuntang PSI. So, para diretso PSI, may converting factor ako dito. Okay. V1, okay. So, B4 is equivalent sa V1, 13.2. R ng air is 53.34. Temperature ng air is 1454. Okay. Shift solve, makuha naman natin ngayon yung P4. Okay, so this is P4, 144, 13.2. Equivalent sa 53.34, 1454. Okay, shift solve, makuha na natin yung pressure 4. So, ang pressure 4 natin is 40.8 PSI, absolute. Okay, so we already solved yung properties at the end of the expansion. Okay, T4 and P4. Okay, now let's solve yung heat rejected specific. So, yung heat rejected nangyari at constant volume. So, formula natin ng QR is equivalent sa M CV. Ang delta T natin is T4 minus T1. Since specific nga yung kailangan natin, dinidisregard lang yung mass. Okay, sineset lang yun sa 1. Okay, constant, na-solve na yung T4 given yung T1. Direct substitution naman. So, we can solve for the heat rejected. So, QR is equivalent sa mass is 1. Ang CV ng air sa English, remember, 0.171. Yung T4 natin is 1454 minus T1 is 535. Okay, calculate, makuha natin yung heat rejected. So this is 0.171 1454 less 535. So ang heat rejected is 157. This is 157.149. Approximately 157 BTU. Since nag-assume ako ng 1, ang unit niya per 1 pound. So this is QR. Okay, para naman makuha si work net, so napaliwanag naman na ang work net is difference ng dalawang init. So QA minus QR. So meron na tayong QA, QR. So this is very solvable. So 352 less 157. So ang specific work natin should be equivalent sa 352 less 157, 195. So this is 195 BTU per pound. Okay, now let's solve regarding sa cycle efficiency. So general formula na lang gamitin natin. Okay, ang general formula ng efficiency is work net over QA. Since meron na tayo niyan parehas, substitution na lang yan. So you have work net na 195 BTU per pound, and then you have heat input na 352. So lumalabas, our efficiency should be 195 over 352. So efficiency ng cycle is 55.39%. 0.5539. Okay, approximately 55%. Okay, 55.4%. That's it. Okay, but wait, there's more. So yung solution natin, tama? Kaya lang matagal bago makuha yung work net. Kasi kung mapapansin nyo, para makuha yung work net, kailangan masolve mo muna yung 0.4. So merong shortcut para makuha yung efficiency ng Otto cycle ng mas mabilis. Ang kailangan lang doon RK. So please memorize this shortcut. Ang efficiency ng Otto is 1 minus 1 over A. Yung A, ang definition niya, RK raised to K minus 1. So once meron kayong RK, automatic meron din kayong efficiency. So pakita natin na gumagana yan. So other solution. So efficiency ng Otto. Okay. Okay, efficiency ng Otto cycle. Other solution is 1 minus 1 over A. Ang A natin is RK raised to K minus 1. So mas maiksi yung solution na ito, tsaka mas madali. So kabisaduhin natin. So 1 minus 1 over 7.5 raised to K minus 1. Equal sign, you get the same result na 55.4%. So mas maganda kung alam din natin yung mga shortcuts. Okay, last problem regarding sa Otto cycle. Okay, paano makakuha ng power if the mass flow rate is 0.5 pound per second? So since meron na tayong specific work, okay, pwede na tayo makakuha ng power pag nag-multiply tayo dito ng mass. Kasi by unit analysis, magka-cancel out yung pound dito. So ang formula ng power is mass multiply ng specific work net. So given yung mass, na-solve yung specific work net, then you will have power. Kaya lang pag nag-unit analysis ka, kailangan mapalabas natin yung HP. So ang mass flow rate is 0.5 pound per second. Yung specific work natin is 195 BTU per pound. So mag-cancel out naman talaga yung pound. So ang natirang unit is BTU per second. So kailangan to maging HP. So sana kabisado yung conversion. So pwede tayong mag BTU per hour or kaya BTU per minute. For example, gusto natin BTU per hour. So 1 hour is 3,600 seconds. Cancel out yung seconds. Okay, another conversion is 1 HP equivalent sa 2545 BTU per hour. So yung mga conversion factor natin, tinuro naman lahat yan sa thermodynamics. So mag-cancel out yung oras, mag-cancel out yung BTU. So ang matitirang unit na lang dito is horsepower. So calculate na natin. So you have 0.5 multiply sa 195, multiply sa 36, i-divide natin ng 2545. So yung 36 tsaka 2545, conversion factor lang yan. Then makuha na natin yung final answer. So yung power is approximately 138. So power is 137.9, approximately 138 horsepower. Okay, so that's it. Practicein natin yung Otto cycle. Laging magsimula sa PV diagram and yung mga formula. Make sure lang na marunong parati sa unit analysis. That's it. God bless.